Hello guys and welcome once again. It's another video on new mom coming back from the hospital. So yeah, I thought like I should share with you these few essential things that I feel that you need to have or you must do when you come back from the hospital as a new mom to make your life a little bit easier. So as I'm here, I just want to say disclaimer, I do not think I'm an expert or anything in that nature, but I'm just sharing with you guys the little knowledge that I have with you. And I'm doing so because I was a new mom not so long ago, like a year ago, 6 months. So I was also a very brand new mom. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have any help. I didn't have anyone to stay with me to show me who was experienced to show me this is what you need, why you need this, and why you should do this and that. So I just thought there could be another mama out there who is in a foreign land or who doesn't have family to be close by her, excuse me, to guide them. Most of other lead mamas, they have a privilege to have their mothers coming by, their mother-in-law coming by, just to walk them through the first 2 3 months in while they're rest and all that. Okay, but in my experience, I was there during this thing, doing it almost alone. I had help until 2 weeks. In this help, it wasn't like someone I was staying with, but these are close friends. These are friends that were coming and doing this and that for me. So when I came from the hospital, I didn't know much about anything, but all I knew is I needed to buy a mattress. So the first item that you must have is a mattress. So I just knew it's automatic because I would see it also with my mom. She would sleep on the mattress and on on the mattress when she comes from the hospital, but not for specific reasons. Like, it has everything to do with you as a new mom. Did you know? Do you know those stitches when you come from there? Depending on the degree or how many stitches you got, you think you'll be able to lift to lift your leg like this, like so, to go on the bed. It's a lie. It's a lie. You will not do it. That is the purpose of the mattress. So I slept on that mattress until I was comfortable enough, and it was something my husband didn't understand. He was like, why am I on the floor? I should be on the bed with him. Like, it's not comfortable on the floor. I slept on that bed, I think, an entire month. I mean, on the floor, on the mattress, I think, for an entire floor. So what you need to do is just to get the right size of the mattress of your choice, comfortable and whatever, anything. But as long as it's a mattress, and it could be this thick, the idea is just for you not to be lifting your legs up and down because of the stitches. You know how I was sitting on that mattress when it's time to feed the baby, or when I have visitors coming in, walking in. I was just leaning like this on the side, like this. And if when I tell you, like, this thing was black, and it was peeling off, I didn't understand. I didn't understand why it was like that. Until later on, I'm like, oh, it's because I'm forever like this, and I'm forever like this. And that brings us to the second item that you must have. It's called Vaseline. Whether it's coconut, original, as long as it's a Vaseline, guys. You need a Vaseline in your life. Kulichumba, so that you can be rubbing it like this on here. Because, guys, trust me. Okay, I don't know about others. But if you were also here leaning on these things, let me know in the comment section. Because sitting for me was never happening. It was not happening. I was always leaning because I can't sit still because of the pain, brah. Hey. So the second reason why you need Vaseline also, it's for your nipples. It's for your nipples. I didn't use. You can use Vaseline or you can use nipple cream, but I didn't use nipple cream because I didn't know what was in the nipple cream, and I just feel like the nipple cream will be more hazardous than the Vaseline. I don't know why, but maybe it's because we grew up with Vaseline. We know what Vaseline is. So the second reason you need to do that is for the nipples. Because, guys, nobody told me, and I had never imagined, never thought that's how it works, or that's how it is. Your nipples, literally, when you are breastfeeding, you get to a point where you just want to throw out this baby because of how painful the nipples are. The baby is sucking something, especially your firstborn. I'll give an illustration of this one. The baby is sucking something that was never moved before in your life, in my entire 30 plus years. So as he was sucking, it's like he was pulling this thing so that the milk would come. That's just how it works. So you get cracks around your nipple. So I think it's best not to look at those cracks. It's just best not to look at that. Okay. So yeah, while that happens, just make sure that you're putting Vaseline around your nipples. In fact, this is something that I also started doing before I actually gave birth. I just used to apply Vaseline around my nipples just to make them soft so that when the baby leached one time the milk came out. Because you also find mamas that struggle to for the milk to come out because I don't know. But I was just told it's just a hack that I remember learning like long time ago before I was even married. Like you need to put Vaseline on the nipples because then I think it softens or something. I don't know the math around that, but yeah, it helps. So Vaseline, that's the importance of Vaseline. So number 3, you need to wear warm. It doesn't matter what season it is. Make sure that you have your socks on. You don't step on the floor without shoes, without socks. Make sure that you have your socks on at all times. Make sure your head is covered at all points because you don't want any form of cold to attack you in any way, because that cold that you feel, that you'll forever feel it. I don't know how to explain that, but that's just how it is. You always feel cold very easily then on. I thought it was a myth myself, but it's something that actually happens. So the fourth tip is to have comfortable clothes. Make sure that you have your comfortable clothes. You don't want to wear leggings. Have like tracksuits that are a bit loose. Have t-shirts that are a bit loose, like blouse that are loose, PJs that are loose. You don't want anything, you know, on your body. It's just irritating. Also, on top of everything, regarding the gowns, when you're buying your gowns, make sure that they are open here, and so it's easy to breastfeed. So those are very, very important things that you also must consider. Another thing that, the purpose why I'm making this whole video, it's because everybody has something to say about newborns, but nobody talks about what to do for mothers. And this is something that I even found funny here on YouTube, because I was trying also to figure out how to navigate this motherhood. But mostly you just get how to deal with newborns, mamas and newborns, but nothing specifically for mothers. So hence I'm just making this video. On now to item number 4, which is a thermo flask. That thing that keeps hot water hot and warm water warm. That's one thing that you must have. You must have, because like, I don't know if I said it in this video, but I was eating day and night. So in the night, I'll literally wake up any given time, whether it's 2, whether it's 1, whether it's 11, 4 o'clock in the morning, anytime, I'll make my tea and eat my bread, my brown bread. And that's why I had so much milk. I was not there feeling like I should not eat because I'll get too fat and all that. I think I was just in there in that moment for my son. I didn't think anything about me, about snatching my body, about how I want to look like this and that. No, I just ate to make sure that I fed my boss so that he gets all the nutrients that he needs to survive in this world. So that theme was forever full. Before we sleep in the night, my husband will make sure that it's filled, and that went on until maybe 3 months, until he was 3 or even more. So that was just a culture. Before we sleep, the same way his water, full water. During the day, the same way his water, all the time. So whether it's hot, whether it's cold, make sure that you have your fluids, the hot fluids. And I used to drink rooibos tea, butter, brown bread. Those are the ones that give me this. I was never like this. If you know me, or if you go back to my previous videos before birth, before giving birth, you'll notice the difference. Okay, so let's talk about number 5, with a table that you must have next to you. So you must have a table next to your bedside. So this table, it must have all that you need. My baby is awake. On this side table, in the night, I used to wake up a lot. I used to get up a lot to make food, and that's why you want to have your sugar, your spoons, your cup, your whatever snack, and you hot biscuits. There's some hot biscuits I used to eat from Cosmetica. I don't know where you can find them these days. But that's where everything is, and that's where also my pump used to be. What else did I put on that table? I also put the pockets for the milk. What do you call those? The name is gone. After pumping my milk, that's where I'll put either marker also for to mark the date of the milk and everything. What's the name of those things? Number 6, as you are from the hospital, like I spoke about stitches, you want to be as comfortable as possible. So you don't want to have like the tight ones, the less attractive and all that. So for a while, for 2 weeks, you have to look like a mama because you're also still recovering. And I think that this is a mistake that a lot of mothers do. Like, you go all out and then you're trying to impress your husband, your boyfriend, and everything by wearing things that you shouldn't wear, because they're uncomfortable, and at this point you should just be thinking about taking care of yourself and recovering. So I'm talking about cotton underwears, those bar underwears that covers the whole bum, and they're not on your skin. You just buy the right size. If you are a size small, get small, as long as you have room. If you don't have room, get medium. You need all the room that you can get. So make sure that you are comfortable when you have healed after a month or so. For others, it's after a month. It took me forever. You can go back and wear your thongs, your sexy lingerie, your laces and everything. So for now, just be comfortable until you have healed. Okay. Another thing is breast pads. I think that's number 6 on the list. Let's talk about the bras first. So the bras that you need to buy is those loose bras, those grandma bras. Other bras, these bras are the ones that you're gonna use, because naturally your boobies are big, so you don't want to go and add another cushion especially with a wire under. So you don't want that. Trust me, these things will look very good on you, very sexy when you're breastfeeding, because because your boobies are big and it curves in nice, and this lace will come out very nice. So that's what you should wear. Okay, so these are the underwears that I was talking about. These are the cotton underwears. You get these in Pep. In fact, all of my these and this, they were from Pep. But yeah, one last thing that I almost forgot to tell you about is that peel. What's the name of the peel? The peel. I forgot. When you come from the hospital, this is the mistake that I did. I gave birth in a public hospital. I've mentioned this in other videos before. So basically what happened was when I was was discharged, the doctor was like, I must give you this and this and this. But I don't know if she forgot to include it on my list or something. So I didn't get that pill. So I got home and it was 2, 3 days. And one of my friends that used to come in, she was like, have you ever used the bathroom? Like, since you came back? I'm like, no, I haven't, because I also didn't feel like it. So she was like, but you have to. When you want to, you might be in problems if we are not here. So she went and got me a pill. I'll leave it the picture here. So what basically happens, you insert that pill, né? And it helps you now to clear the bowel or whatever. The stool will just come out very soft and nice. And it is because at this point you don't want to force anything on the stitches that you have. So that's the purpose of that. So that is also something that I wanted to mention. So if your doctor forgot to give you that or to prescribe you that, please make sure that you have it handy. Even when you're just at the hospital immediately after giving birth, you can use it. And when you are using it, guys, make sure that you are very close to the toilet and you have help. Because the mistake that I did, my husband left, he was going to drop my mother-in-law, I think, because my mother-in-law came like 2, 3 days later, but she was not full-time with me because also at the same time my sister-in-law also gave birth, so she needed to be in 2 places, so she was more with her daughter. So my mother-in-law, I think that's even the day that she arrived, and it's mostly because our flat is very, very big. It can't accommodate a lot of people. It's just a bachelor flat, so she had nowhere to sleep. So it just made sense for her to go to my sister-in-law. So my husband left to go drop her, and that's the time I thought was best to use the pill, and I inserted it. It didn't take long. It was just a matter of minutes, max 10 minutes. And it was coming. You can hear it's coming. So I had to go with the baby to the bathroom, to the toilet, on the toilet pot. So I hope this video was useful. If you can relate to the video, if you are a mother of more than one, a mother of 2, a mother of 5, please join us in the comment section. We're trying to build a community where we help new moms learn from experienced moms. By experience, that doesn't mean that you're an expert. It's just to share the knowledge that you have. Because I feel like these people that give birth, especially Africans out of this continent with no parents, with no help, with no assistance, and they feel so alone. And these things, they add to depression, to postpartum depression, because you don't know what you want to do. I know someone who is overseas and do not want to have a second child. Their firstborn is like maybe 12 years now, but because of the trauma and the experience of being away from home, and I feel like they don't want to go through that because there was just no help. So this is just videos that I'm trying to make so that we make like a community and awareness where mothers can go to each other, and if a new mom is due, they can go in the comment section of this video and learn from you guys as well. So write whatever experience, whatever something that is helpful in the comment section, so that someone who comes after watching this video or as they're watching this video, they're also going through the comments. If they're like me, they can learn a thing or two. If there's something that I've mistaken somewhere, you can correct me. Another thing that I forgot is salt. Salt, in different places they use it differently. Others they don't use salt, others they use ice, others they use cold water. The salt I'm talking about, the big cold salt. So the salt basically is to help with the stitches, to heal the stitches first. Just like any wound, if you cut yourself, if you put salt, it helps to dry out and all those things. But others, on the other hand, they believe that you must use cold water Others believe that you must use ice blocks, and by that I mean like you put in a basin. Excuse me. You put in a basin warm water, little lukewarm, not warm, lukewarm, which is the confused water. It's not cold. It's not hot. You put in a basin, you put the cold salt, you make sure that everything is dissolved, then you sit in there. You must make sure that your whole bump can go in so that your stitches are covered, and then that helps. Same process if you're not using salt, you use uh, cold water from the fridge. Others say cold water from the fridge, others say just cold water from the tap. Others say use ice, but I don't know. I don't know about the ice stories because I used salt. That is something that made sense to me. But for those that are from the river, that are by the river, they'll tell you that it should be cold water from the fridge because for them, they go and sit very early in the morning. They get up, they go and sit in water in the river. So that water in the morning, you can only imagine how cold it is. So I don't know. There we can talk about that in the comment section. Let me know what makes sense, what works in your country. Yeah, I hope this video was useful. I think I've spoken too much. Yeah, let me end it here, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next one.